And go.
So, when we last left off, our two groups were separated, with one trapped as hostages inside the city, and the other trapped outside the city with no real way to enter. Uh, the group that is outside, Wanashi and Morimoto, you traveled with Yogo of the Scorpion Clan to the city to investigate. She went in overnight and had not returned by the morning. So you two, went back to report what you'd found. And received permission to return again one more time to help deal with the blood speaker who you believe to be in the city. Along with the crab samurai, I believe it was just the three of you, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Because I know Morimoto asked her unicorn uh, lover Utaku to come as well, but she is going to the Battle Maidens. And the Great Army is preparing to siege the city itself, or at least to try. Meanwhile, in the city, the three of you are up to your own various activities. With Dojijin attempting to kind of play politics and keep and help with Matsu keeping the Lion Clan district uh, stable, and with Tatsumiya trying to organize a number of samurai Shugenja to keep cleansing the shrines and dealing with the corruption as it appears. A constant fight at the moment. During the last session, one of Tatsumiya's crew ended up dead, and a cave entrance had been found in the Unicorn territory. Also involving the Unicorn, the Daimyo was killed by Roten after apparently conspiring against him, despite his previous word that he would not do so. Roten decided he could not let that stand, and currently has his daughter held in the actual palace itself, and has killed him, leaving the duties of the unicorn to fall more on Ide Sagan, who is this, and to a lesser extent Shinjo, and a few other samurai as well, not just the two of them. But those are kind of the ones that you know of. When we last left off, Tatsumiya had informed Rotan of the cave, to which he said he would be preparing to get some people ready for that, but that might still be a few days out before they can do anything about that at this moment. And Doji Jin had been talking with Lady Biyushi, who was pretty forward about some things, specifically perhaps about her request for you to keep Matsu a bit looser so she can work around him a little bit easier. And also revealing an interesting fact to you about how Rotan may have discovered about the Unicorn Daimyo. We pick up with Wanashi and Morimoto sailing south with your crab kunai friend. And as you three sail south, still about a day out, he broaches the subject finally. So how are we all planning on getting in? I understand you sent Miss Yogo in and she never returned, so I'm curious what our plan of action is.
Well, if you were going alone, how were you going to get in?
Quietly. But you are both very loud in comparison.
Yeah.
So yes, I again asked the question, how are we getting in?
Well, a couple of days ago, we did set up some random things on top of the mountain.
Okay.
Set those off as a distraction.
So we would alert them that something is going on, and then try to use the fact that there's something is going on to sneak in. That might
Yes.
be a bit difficult to me. All that's going to do is set them on edge.
Morimoto. Do you have any plans?
Honestly, my plan was just to walk up to the front gate and ask them. I mean, they know they're dealing with a blood speaker, and that we're here to help deal with that. I don't see why they would send us away. And plus, I, not you, have met the man that's in charge of what's going on inside, and I think he knows that we're good people.
But I think you're missing the fact that the blood speaker, as far as we know, is with Rotan, I believe.
Could be. Very possible. They seem to work at least a bit in tandem, or at the very least, one of them works around the other. So I'd be interested to know if they're working together, if one's actions helps the other.
Okay. How about we do both?
Walk up and distract? That seems kind of
No.
counterintuitive.
Sorry. How about you sneak in by yourself, and then both of us just go to the front door?
Not a bad plan, because then I'm in the city either way, and he doesn't know I'm here. Assuming I don't get caught.
Well, don't get caught.
In that case, I would recommend dropping me off more in the unicorn territory. And then I will try to move in from there, and you can come in from the dragon territory, where you would likely expect people.
Well, we could do that. How far away is it to the unicorn land?
Honestly, you could just go to the other side of the river and drop him off, and he'll just get there a little bit later.
Okay. We'll do that.
All right. You do. He will say his goodbyes. Say, don't get killed on the way in. I don't entirely trust him.
Who is he talking about?
Rotan.
Okay. Okay. How about, yeah, you don't get killed on the way in, or else this whole thing would be for nothing.
He will nod, and you will separate. And
Oh,
make your
also,
way. Yeah.
how many XP did we get last session?
Oregon.
Okay. Sorry, it just crossed my mind.
Okay.
Okay. While we're rolling back, I guess have a conversation with Morimoto.
Yeah. By all means.
So what do you plan on saying when we get to the gate?
Good question.
I think we should leave out the fact that we're looking for a blood speaker.
Yeah, until we're definitive on knowing.
Yeah, you met the guy, so
I mean, he didn't seem like that type of person, and I believe his story was that the Blood Speaker was, or he kicked out the Blood Speaker from the castle. And it
Yeah.
wouldn't be a bad idea just to pose as farmers
Nope.
saying that we're trying to seek refuge from the winter.
It ain't gonna happen.
And why?
It's how I was born, how I was raised. It's just not gonna happen.
Raised to do what?
Keep my honor, keep my glory, keep my sword, and keep my armor.
And to say that you're a farmer is to go against that honor?
Now to see how I am a farmer throws away everything that I have on me. I'm not gonna lie about who I am.
Then our only other option is to tell the truth.
Maybe. Also, my wife's in there, so I gotta go see her. Make sure she's doing okay.
Yeah, I gotta make sure and see if the others are okay. Haven't
Maybe
seen them
we
in a
should.
few days.
Maybe we should just do the scorpion thing then, and just bend the truth a little. We're here to see our friends. I'm here to see my wife. Bada bing,
Wouldn't
bada
be a
boom.
bad idea.
How good are you at this skullduggery?
0.
Whoa.
0 good.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad start. And if things start going south, I can just ask them to see Rotan. And hope that might help if the first plan goes terribly wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, let's fucking do it.
All right. So you guys are going to approach the gate.
Yeah.
All right. Then a day will pass as we shift forward. And as begin walking towards the gates, you will see they are closed right now, with a number of guards posted on the walls and a few out in front of it as well. They honestly probably don't have a flag up at the moment, like a notable flag. I don't think. But the two of you approach. Do you approach in your armor or no?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
How about you,
probably.
Morgana? Okay. Let me check something real quick because I know there's some stuff to doing stuff in War Gear.
Fire the arrows! Not
Yeah,
the
right.
arrows!
Here we are. Got it. So you guys approach the gate, and you are stopped by a couple of, honestly, 2 Ashgar and 1 Ronin, who approach. I'm sorry, but the city is closed.
Just came here to see our friends and family.
I understand these are special times by the order of the current. What would he call himself right now?
Leader?
Governor?
He wouldn't call himself the governor.
Overseer?
Yeah.
The Emperor.
No. He'd call himself
God.
the
Devil incarnate.
Keeper.
Yes, the devil incarnate. I don't really know what he'd call himself.
Lord
Probably
What's
the
someone who
day.
steps in is like in charge
Palpatine.
What's
Maybe
someone who
like
steps
an
in temporarily?
impromptu.
The steward. The steward.
The savior of the masses.
Savior of the masses. No, there's no good title for him here.
Count Dooku.
What's it like an interim? Maybe like
yeah,
an
that's what I'm
interim,
trying to think of.
interim leader. Like
The Ronin Overseer sounds kind of badass, actually.
It does.
the
Yeah,
interim
we'll go with Overseer for now. Because I can't think of anything better. By the order of the current Overseer Rotan, the city is to remain closed to all until the Emperor comes and requests the gates opened.
What happened with the previous overseer?
The previous governor has been detained and arrested on charges of corruption.
Oh yeah, well we all knew that, but who's here? Do Ashigari and what?
2 Ashgaru and 1 Ronin. There
Yeah,
are some
they're
people up on the walls who can probably see, like, clock you guys as well. But the gates are also very closed and they are very thick.
How many C's?
How many people do you think can see right now?
No, he's
Amazing.
saying how many
Yes, yes.
C's thick.
Oh, how many sees there? God damn it.
And as I'm recording too, got your ass, bitch.
And they fire. No,
Rocks fall, you all die.
indeed. So what are you doing? As they stand here, kind of seriously looking at you, not like aggressively, but just warily, as you are both in samurai armor.
How can we gain entry?
Unfortunately, the gates are closed until the Emperor demands them open. When he does, all will be free to enter.
This is the part of my bear brain where I'm just like, oh, throw a rope over. Technically, you didn't open the gate. But no, that's not what.
You imagine
what I
that
was
probably
saying.
is not going to go over well as an option.
Well, rope will go over well.
I don't think we really have any other choice. I'm here to see Rotan.
For what purpose?
I hear he has a problem, and I'm here to solve it.
Roll me a. Let's see here, Mr. or Mrs. Morimoto.
I will throw whatever die, like ring die, skill die he needs.
To help.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, bro, you might as well use those void points.
Let's see here. Castle Sword, Village, Handout, Characters. Morimoto Akira. Social.
It's all bad, so pick whatever you want.
It's all passively wherever I want. You know what? We'll go with air of authority. You know.
Nope, I take that back. I want reason. I want Earth.
All right, courtesy Earth then.
Throw in an extra ring die on that one. Oh,
Okay,
Yikes!
it's not bad.
I always had another ring die.
yeah.
Come on, we need one more success. Wait, I had a critical success. I
Yep.
didn't roll
If you want
another
to take
time.
some strife, but yeah.
I'll take some strife for this. This seems important. And my strife was worth nothing.
No, you still got a success of it.
You can keep
So
4
two-
dice, so you can keep 2
Are you
successes.
keeping 2 or 3 opportunity? Just so I know.
Would the third opportunity net me anything?
Well, he could keep. I was gonna say if he keeps the 2 successes, he can keep the 2 opportunities.
Yeah.
So he only has, yeah.
Mm,
Just because you
oh,
add a ring die doesn't mean you add a kept die.
right. I was thinking that the first die was an explosion. That's what it was. Okay. So yeah, so 2 opportunity, 2 successes. I will say, with the 2 successes, you see that they kind of look at each other, perhaps. And then with the 2 opportunities, I will say, you, like, now kind of thinking back, do recognize this Ronin as one of the ones who was at the castle when you were there. So it doesn't look like he immediately recognizes you, but you know this person. But the 3 of them just kind of look at you all, or look at the 2 of you. There's a number of problems here, but I don't know what a dragon and a lion clan samurai would wish to do to aid the Ronin here.
I wish to help the people. That's what Rotan was after, wasn't all? He hated that the governor was doing all these terrible things to all these people.
They kind of go and think for a moment. What are your names?
Morimoto Akiro.
Wanashi
I saw you in the
Nagari.
after he says it. I saw you at the castle the other day.
It's been a few weeks, my friend.
Oh my god. Oh my
but-
god.
Okay. He looks, and then yeah, you see that recognition.
Why? You
One
could have
moment.
just said the blood speaker.
Let's see. He will go, and he will tell you to wait here. He will actually request the gates opened. If you want to bolt in right now, you could do it, but otherwise, just wait.
I do
He
the
will.
spin move with my sword and go. Kidding.
Yeah, just start spinning. That's a good trick.
I am a
Yeah.
Beyblade. Don't you dare stop me.
You will wait here for a while. After a while, I mean, a decent while, I will say. There will be people who come to meet you at the gate. A few other samurai, a Ronin, who will look to the 2 of you. We will take you to speak with Rotan and see what he decides. If that is what you wish, you may enter.
Yeah.
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 All right. You do. And you are led through the streets of the Dragon District, which are honestly, the Dragon District looks a bit better now. Honestly, the people look a little bit better. There's not nearly as many guards as there were before. And there's still a tenseness in the air here. As you are led to the docks, and from the docks, brought to the central island. You will see, like, as you guys, the two of you are wandering around, it's primarily, pretty much just Ronan and Ashgaru who are patrolling the streets here. There are a few clan samurai who give you some interesting looks as you are, spotted being escorted in, basically, as these Ronin do escort you here. And as you make your way onto the island, I will say, just for simplicity's sake, Doji, Jin, and Tatsumiya, as they are led up towards the palace, you two will, I'll say, still been on the island today, either Tatsumiya, organizing your people for the day, and perhaps Doji Jin, filling out some paperwork that needs to go to a few of the different districts on behalf of Matsu, or just perhaps some dealings that you're doing. You will see a couple familiar faces being led into towards the palace. You will see both Wanashi and Morimoto kind of flanked by about 4 or 5 Ronin now.
I am just going to pretend that everything's fine and normal.
Okay.
Because,
Hi, Doji. What's up? Been a
no,
while.
if you do that, she might actually
will
kill
kill
you.
No. That was Keith talking.
No, she's just gonna keep moving. And what?
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know if Yue is with Yijin right now, but she'd kind of
'cause
like.
I think when Yue sees them, she will go. She will go up to them in the Ronin.
Okay.
What are you guys doing here?
I'm here to speak to Rotan, see if we can help out with the blood speaker.
Oh, okay.
Shut up, Derek.
We didn't have confidence in our sneaking ability.
No, it's fair.
No, I don't.
Sometimes don't sneak. Sometimes just go straight forward.
If you let him know that I'm kind of heading that at the moment, I can give you the rundown if he gives you the okay. And if not, I'll try to figure out.
I
may
mean,
make
would
it-
it be better if you come and join us to explain better?
I kind of look at the Ronin, like, is that okay if I come with you all?
Yeah, you've earned a decent enough reputation with some of these that they'll allow it.
Okay, yeah.
It's an honor system within an honor system,
Yeah. Yeah, so then I'll speak for you guys if that's what you guys are here for.
And you are all led up into here. As you enter, there will be a few people around. There's not like a big court here anymore, right? There's no need. But Rotan does still talk to the daimos of the various districts fairly regularly. And there are a few people that are going to be present in the room that you are brought to. It's not the big central chamber where he keeps meeting people.
Okay, I have one more thing to ask them. I would ask them.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys? Is it just you guys, or did the Kuni come with you? Kunai.
Are we alone,
No.
or are we still Yeah, no, I'm not. I can't say anything about it, but I'll give her a look.
I don't know what you're giving me a look for.
No, we're just here to. Well, we mainly came here for the blood speaker, but we also came here to check on you guys and my wife, my lovely wife.
Because I mean, we could really use his help. Do you know if he's coming?
Actually, we don't know. Actually, we actually don't know if he's coming. To be honest, to be fair, we don't know.
Okay.
So you have some ideas, but it's fine.
if you want to make whatever insight check possible, you can
I
fucking
think
do
so.
it.
Alright.
I'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try. Let me see. And actually, let's see. Sentiment air, my very best roll. I'm not gonna take that. It's not.
Not gonna take
great.
it?
I'll take the opportunity.
Sure. I'll let you reduce the strife that way if you would like.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why not?
Is it... Okay. How about Aizawa? Is it just
I
you
don't
guys?
remember.
It's just us.
Okay. All right, that's all I wanted to ask.
Sure. But you will head into a more private chamber, where you see. Well, actually, you've never met Rotan, so you don't really
Yep,
know what he
never met
looks
him.
like. You can kind of take a guess just based on the armor and like the central figure that he takes up in this room as he's talking to a number of people.
It is still lion armor.
Yes, it would be because that shit's expensive. But he looks like this, and is currently talking to two people. One of them being the person he's put in charge of the Unicorn land, Lady Ide, and the other being your wife.
With
as
my
you-
wife?
Yeah.
My wife? Wife, what are you doing here, wife?
As you enter, she regards you as the Ronin comes to, stop pushing you guys towards the center and saying, "These were the two at the gate, sir. They requested to speak to you regarding an issue." I see. He regards you both. He doesn't linger on either of you very longer than the other. Before it is, I'll say it's Lady Ryushi who actually kind of breaks the silence there and just says, "Husband, it is good to see that you are well and return to me." And he kind of looks over to Lady Ryushi. Rotan does. I see. So this is Mr. Wanashi. Pleasure.
I bow.
He returns it a bit. Just a light one. And you must be Miss Morimoto. That's what they told me at the gate. He bows his head. And then he will say, "What issue do the two of you wish to solve for me? From what I have been told by Miss Bayushi, I expected to see you on the walls one day, Wanashi."
One day, but need to make sure my wife was okay. And we also came here to talk about a blood speaker issue.
I see. Did you come here at the request of your higher-ups or of your own volition?
A little bit of
Came
both.
here under
A little bit of both. The villages surrounding the area are constantly being attacked by goblins and undead.
His eyes kind of narrow at that a bit. That is a bit surprising.
Insight check.
Sure.
What am I rolling? I don't know. Is it sentiment, right?
Yeah, sentiment air.
Oh man. Oh man.
Hard to get a read on him.
Wait, can I use that? Wait, I can use opportunities to decrease strife, right?
Yep.
So just the
decrease
one?
by one if you decrease by one if you like.
Yeah.
He will say, I was under the impression that it was likely the Blood Speaker was here in the city, so I don't understand why the threat is still outward as well.
Well, we figured that since all the shrines were being desecrated outside of the city, we figured that the bigger ones here will be the next target. And seeing that the city was previously just taken over is probably the best time to do it.
It would make sense that she's taking advantage of a bit of instability, yes. So you two have come to help, then? To remove her?
Yes.
An honorable thing. However, something I must request if you're going to do that. I am inclined to allow the both of you, as you both look quite capable, to assist Tatsumiya and the Shugenja, aiding her in rooting out the Blood Speaker and cleansing the shrines. However, I must have an oath from both of you that you will not attempt to help others siege the city in any way. You will agree not to attempt to overthrow me in any way until the Emperor arrives. If you agree to this, you may keep your weapons and your armor about you and continue about this business. Otherwise, I cannot in good conscience allow you to wander.
I look at my wife. What kind of eyes is she giving me? Does she know I can't do that? She know I don't want to do that.
She gives you a look like, you came here.
Fuck you.
She wishes you would.
Rotex gives you a kind of serious but neutral stare. If not, you will not be harmed. You will be locked in a room until this is over.
Well, Watanashi is trying to figure this out. I think Morimoto will bow and say, I swear my life that I will not in any conscience or any being look to in heart harm on the citizens and to you, Rotan.
You swear you will not attempt to aid the outsiders in taking the city.
I swear it.
Then you are welcome here.
Thank you, Rotan, and thank you to helping reestablish my people.
The dragon were treated rather terribly under the governor. I am sorry for it. I look to make things better until the Emperor arrives and makes things whole entirely. Mr. Wanashi.
You know, as a previous line, you asked the impossible, right?
I asked the difficult. I know what your honor means to you, and I know that if you give me your word, you will not break it. I also ask that you realize some things are bigger than the squabble between clans and what is going on here. You came here because the Blood Speaker is a problem. that needs removed.
For that, as long as I am within these walls, I will vow not to harm the citizens or you in any way.
You will agree not to aid the outsiders in taking the city.
Mm.
Lions have such a trouble with this. It's so funny.
No,
It's like,
he is not.
uh, mm. Fuck!
I like the idea of him just like saying that and like spinning in a circle, just like pacing.
Honestly, I think he really is at this
Yeah.
point.
Just anger.
Yeah.
Rife just out the fucking roof.
Yeah.
Mm. Fine. But if harm comes to myself, my companions, my wife in any way, I will meet you on top of those walls.
I do not seek to put anyone in danger, but a number of your companions are willingly putting themselves in danger to
Well,
defeat this blood speaker. I can't promise everyone's safety. I can only promise to do my best in that regard, which I will do.
fuck, and I know he's right 'cause he's a fucking lion.
It's what you get from him. He's Ronin, but I think there's still the sense of lying. Like he's probably not lying to you.
He ain't lying.
He ain't lying.
Oh wait, hey, sorry, Bonnie. I just stole that meme from Discord.
But do you agree or do you not?
Yeah, the fucking current thing is to deal with the speaker. So yeah, he will agree begrudgingly,
Okay.
and it will be known to everyone in the room.
All right.
Fuck, man.
He's mad. I like it. Okay. He will not. Then you are free to wander. Tasmania, you came with him, so he will look to you.
Mm-hmm.
I will put them in your charge for the moment. Use them as you need them, as long as they are willing.
I will.
We still do plan to investigate that cave. However, I'm a bit of a ways off yet. I will inform you when we are ready.
Thank you.
And he makes a motion as if to dismiss.
I leave. I don't bow.
Sure.
I step back in. I bow a little bit.
You can just do like I mean even you just does like the head
Yeah.
bow. Not the full thing.
Mm-hmm. And you guys exit.
Heejin is just like
Not-
casually
nothing-
loitering nearby as you step
Yeah.
out.
Hey, nothing more than a lion that talks way too much. Fuck. Stupid.
I give Lady
Hi,
Ryushi a
guys.
funny look.
She smiles.
I see their heads are still on their shoulders, so good sign.
It's maybe a bit of a closer thing than I thought it would be.
I look meaningfully at Wanashi.
What?
I know you, Wanashi. I am guessing you didn't particularly care for the oath you had to take.
Mm,
I've been working a lot with the lions while you all were gone, so I understand.
A few of them
Yeah.
there are left.
For a moment, Yi Jin looks like she's about to roll her eyes and then remembers that she's in public.
Uh-huh.
She's like, she composes
They-
herself.
Lady Ryushi doesn't seem to care too much. Which is really interesting. It's just...
hmm
Alright.
She only needs one.
What do you need from me before I continue with my various duties. I
And
kind of look.
info dump. Boom.
Are we in public when he says this?
When it says info dump, maybe.
I don't know. I was hoping not. To be fair,
No,
to be
it's
honest.
running
I will
right
kind
now.
of. I will.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where you're, let's say, Doji, if you would like to come with us, I'm probably going to show them what we've found so far and
All right.
kind of talk and let them know that what all's gone on.
Yes. She will do that, but she'll get a messenger to tell Kyo that she'll be late today. And she will be along as soon as she can.
Sounds good. Yeah, and you guys can go wherever you want to go.
We did
to
it.
talk.
We did it. Brought the party back together.
So
Party
did it.
is the
there-
party
We
is back
did it.
together.
We did it. Hey, yeah, we did it.
I think that we'll just do an info exchange.
Sure.
I think the good news is you haven't really missed any competitions.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
You were still the reigning champ, Morimoto. But yeah, info dump.
Info dump.
Yeah,
Kind
like
of.
Sure.
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, just everything that's kind of happened so far. Just, I've been, I have kind of this small group of about 9 Ronin and Shugenja that have been going around and helping me clear our consecrate shrines again, and also I've been having the Kitsu kind of pinpoint where Maho users are currently staking out, and we've been engaging in honestly small skirmishes, trying to root them out and get rid of them. How long has it been since the incident with my Ronin?
About half a week.
Okay, then yeah, I'd say about
3.5 days.
Yeah, 3.5 days. About 4
Yeah.
days ago, my Ronin and I, one of them went missing, and we found him in the Unicorn District. And he was dead, and my Shugenja were able to find a cave where we believe she may be hiding out, or something like that. It was hidden, so it might be something.
Oh well. So we don't know. Renashi did tell you that Kundi guys is coming or is here, whichever.
Okay, that's honestly really good, because he should probably know this information too. I guess we just have to find him.
He's
We-
behind us. He's behind you, just standing there menacingly.
I turn around.
He's not.
Yijin will actually say we've been trying to convince those Shugenja that are hiding in their rooms, and she does say it like that, hiding in their rooms while we have a blood speaker running around, to come out, but particularly the lion are resisting.
I mean, they've been very helpful. I won't lie. They'd be more helpful fighting what's gonna happen, or whatever's down there. But they have been useful. We have been able to find a lot of her sort of followers.
I am just saying it would be more helpful if they would come and assist.
It's true. I've also asked Asako to see if any unicorn Shugenja would be willing to help. She's kind of taken upon herself to kind of be over there for a little bit.
Damn it! I just want to slash thing. Son of a bitch.
I mean, Onashi, I know you were really conflicted back there. Have you thought, maybe after this, I mean, if it's too much for you, maybe you can, just stay in your room. So it doesn't have to,
So what you're saying is, stay put, stay quiet, or listen.
I think what she's getting at is if you want to retreat to your room, and she did use retreat very purposefully, to your room once this blood speaker matter is settled, you can do that.
I don't think anyone would look down on you for that. I wish others would kind of realize that this is sort of a really big deal.
I will decide when a time comes.
That's fair, but that's always an option too. But here is the cave. Here's the hole in the ground.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've been walking this whole time. Whoa!
How did we walked over the water?
I'm
Oh, she would ask, do you the Cooney is here, but where do you know where he might be, where he was heading to? Could I?
Well, we
Most
dropped.
we know is that he was in the Unicorn Lands.
Okay.
So it
okay.
was most likely coming into the Unicorn District. So if he shows up, it'll be fairly soon.
Okay. That's something to work with.
Question about this cave. It's a hole they dug, right? Or is
Yes.
this a natural cave?
Rome. Okay.
Is it a tunnel or is it a cave?
I would like to
hold on.
assist in this if it involves anything tact or labor, actually.
I think since we're in a big
This is gonna be a design, is what I'm gonna say. And we're gonna call it design void, is what I'm
Okay.
gonna say.
Two.
I can help. I can do that.
Kind
Okay,
of-
okay, okay.
Yeah, that's what we're
I
gonna
will
say.
throw you a ring die.
You have
you can
okay.
have you can have a ring die.
So
Yeah, you can have a ring die.
oh my god. So that's
3 ring
3x. So
Ah.
I'm just gonna make this 6 for the time being, and I'll turn it back in
Sure.
a second.
And my axe.
Oh my god.
Whoa,
Ooh.
my god.
Pretty good. Pretty
Okay.
good.
2,
okay.
4.
That's
You
really
can
good.
explode 5.
She
Oh my
can't keep
god.
that many though.
Nah,
I can
she
keep 3.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. But Jesus Christ.
So I'm gonna keep the white dice for sure and explode it, and then I'll just keep 2 of the successes. I'm gonna keep the other 2. I'm just gonna explode 2 black dice and 1 white dice.
Hell yeah.
So boop.
Explode.
Yes. And then this.
5, 6.
And then this, because it feels worth it. So 3, 4, 5, 6 successes and 1 opportunity.
Okay.
Which I'm going to use to reduce
Reduce
some of
that
this
strife.
strife.
Yeah, fair. As you build up a good bit there. Yeah, so you will figure out like the top of this, it definitely feels dug out recently. However, looking in a ways, some of it feels more like a structure. It's like the walls look a bit different the further in it goes. You can't see super duper far, but I'll tell you, like the further down you go, the more of a like original structure it looks to be. I will also
Can I-
tell you, just so you know, this is near one of the larger shrines in the Unicorn District.
Can I throw a torch down there? Is that a problem if I do that?
We don't want to alert them that we're here yet. Which shrine? To who?
Hold on. There probably is an answer to that, but let me.
Yotie.
Let me see which ones are the main ones, and then I
I
will.
feel like Bishamon. I feel like Bishamon would be a really good one.
Bet you do.
Well, no, I mean it's strength.
Strength isn't what I'm looking for specifically.
Hotai might be a good one. For longevity.
What a hoe. Tie.
Call me spirits. L5R.
Furukukujin might be a good one.
What?
Probably not Benton.
Which one's Benton?
Artistry.
Nope. Hold on. Are you looking at the Kami, or what are you looking at specifically?
Yeah, the fortunes.
Fortunes, thank you.
The 7 fortunes.
Here we are.
I'm not looking at anything. I got them on top of my head.
Nice. I don't know. I don't have them that way.
Kisherton would be cute.
Yeah. It would.
That's babies.
Are they Kami no Michi?
No, they're
Okay,
fortunes.
so it'd actually be a smaller one. To like, I can't think of a better one right now. So Emma O, is what it is.
Interesting.
I would point out that this looks like it might. They dug it out. They dug this part out. She like points at where it changes, but everything else is construction. And
Like it's been there before.
I look
Before.
over. Yeah, she kind of looks over at the shrine or temple or whatever it is. I wonder if they're connected.
What side of this is this temple on? Or not? Oh, sorry. What
unicorn.
side? No, what side of the hole? Is...
Like, do I? Oops, sorry.
So it is more north of the hole. The hole
So-
is closer. Well, it was like closer to here, if I remember correctly.
I'm gonna draw a circle. Boop.
I just know it was close to wherever we found my guy.
It was.
probably.
Can I, based on the 6 successes I had, can I gather how old this is? Is it
Yes.
newer? Was it built
It
with the
is
temple?
very old. I can give you with success. I'll give you a time.
What dynasty is this from, my dude?
Yeah, give 1 second.
She actually kind of kneels down, which is very rare for Doji. She doesn't like to get her robes dirty, but she kneels down to look more closely as she's like eyeing it very carefully. She also would like hold on to somebody's, well, maybe not. She'd be like, "Can somebody just, if something grabs me, grab me back, all right?" As she's looking.
This is pre-6th century stuff.
What century are we in?
Right now, I think the 11th.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
She goes, this was built in the 6th, before the 6th century, many dynasties ago, or many emperors ago. It's old.
Can I theology void just the area? I want to see how
Yeah.
bad this place is.
Sure.
Okay.
I can give you a ring dice.
Can you give me a ring die?
I will give you a ring dice.
I will also give you a
Yay.
ring dice.
Oh my gosh, thanks guys. Appreciate
I'll also
you.
give you a ring dice.
You should give me your skill die. you, but you should give me your skill die for theology.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have a 2.
I don't
Yeah.
have a. I don't have.
All right, let's see.
I succeeded. Eh.
All right, let's see.
Bonnie gave you nothing
1, 2, 3, 4.
How do you know that's not my dice?
because I said a second.
I don't think that's how it works.
All right.
I will take the. I'll take the 2 exploding, the 1 success with strife, and an opportunity.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get anything else from that.
How's your strife looking?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not awful. Okay,
there you go.
vision.
I'm having a tea
Um,
ceremony after this, don't worry.
Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah.
So how many
my-
successes
No,
total?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes and 3 opportunities.
Okay.
Wait, I'm a
Um,
liar. Hold on. Yeah, 3 opportunities.
Okay. So 4 successes. You're trying to kind of piece together what this could be pre-6th century near MO. Try to think back what that could be. And then something that occurs to you is there was a change by the emperor in the 6th century, from where people used to bury their bodies to burning them.
Oh.
Okay.
And as you kind of look around at the different buildings here, could be potentially a crypt.
Yeah, just sensing a
Oh.
bunch of undead
Wait,
down
so
there.
I should throw a torch down there, is what you're saying.
I don't think we want to alert them just yet.
I was gonna ask for something with 3 opportunities. Let me check something real quick.
Is this the only old temple? Like, weren't there others around here at one point?
There are definitely like other like shrines to like. There's multiple shrines to most of the
Yeah,
spirits in this
General
place.
Scholar sense.
but do you think there's also other crypts underneath those shrines? Oh god.
Does this? Let's see. Do I notice? Do I notice anything else unusual? I know something else that like I can use for this check is like noticing in like magically invisible things. Do I notice anything like that?
Anything magically invisible?
Yeah, so like if someone were to create a illusion or
I see.
if yeah.
There is a ward a bit deeper in, not like one that blocks you out, but one that informs entrance.
Okay. Good to know.
Can I just stick my head slightly into the hall and like just I want to listen the best I possibly can, hear anything that sounds
Sure.
unnatural. What is that? I don't.
That would be
Listening is air.
yes. I'm trying to remember what the main check is.
Sentiment? No, that doesn't seem right.
Survival.
That or your vigilance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just supposed to be your vigilance.
Oh, my vigilance is 3.
It's 3. Okay.
Yeah. Is that
You don't
good?
hear any movement. Yeah, it's not bad. You don't hear any movement, but I'll say you get the feeling this goes a decent ways. So you may not just immediately hear it upon sticking your head in.
Someone get me a rat.
Why don't we do more preparations before we start throwing things in there?
Fair. Should we go around checking the other shrines if they have the same thing around that? Because I feel like this shouldn't be the only one here. If there were other shrines.
It might not be. Though I think this one in particular, it makes a lot of sense because she might. Did you share that it was like a crypt?
Yes, I would have. So it's prior to the 6th century. This was a crypt. This was before we started burning bodies. So there will be zombies down there.
Can you roll me a government earth check as well, Doji Jen?
Government Earth.
As you were told something, I think by Shinjo. I can't remember who it was that told you. It was Shinjo or it was Matsu?
Because
You may have a ring dice if this helps.
it will. Does anybody have any more ring dice or skill dice they're donating for this?
What is it for
Theology?
government?
Government.
I can give you a ring die.
Only ring from me.
Only rings.
That is fine.
Only ring.
Putting a ring on it.
Okay.
You think I did any shit with a ring on it?
So I will roll this now. Government Earth. Boop. Well, fuck me.
Okay.
Wait, isn't 3 opportunity a critical success or something like that?
No, I can only keep
No.
2, and I'll keep the 2 successes with a stripe.
That's only in fighting.
Okay.
No
So
wonder why I knew that.
with 2 successes, I will tell you. I can't remember if it was. I think it was Shinjo, who told you that that there used to be a lot of fighting in this area, and that's why the Emperor came in and set up a a neutral party to rule over the different districts. And this has been going on for as long as it sounds like it might have been. They could be like their military dead.
The color in
armed
her
zombie.
face completely drains as she comes to her realization.
Armed zombie.
And she looks at all of you and she says, not only is this a crypt, this city was fought over for generations. There could be generations of warriors and samurai buried here.
Hey DM.
Yeah.
Between the from the layer of dirt to where it changes, how deep is it?
From the layer of dirt to how far, like where it changes.
Yeah, how deep? Like,
I mean,
Where-
so it
yeah.
it's not a straight hole, right? It
Yeah,
is, like,
yeah, yeah.
At an incline.
Yeah.
I mean, you're able to see kind of decent because of the sun. Probably about 70 or 80 feet down starts to change. She went real high in her
damn.
in her check that kind of informed that change was visible.
Hey, Yue. Have you've been to a library a lot, right? Or is
I mean,
it
a
or is it
little bit.
Doji?
What
It's
what is
actually
your
Sako.
what is your question?
Is there a history of the whole city of frogs?
Well, I gave you
Like,
the basic history. It was fought
the-
over a lot, and then the emperor said,
Yeah.
"This is how it's going to be." I don't. Was that in the 6th century?
It was for a long time. The exact time the emperor stepped in, though, I'll look it up because you would have that answer.
No, well, my thing is like in the books of the history of this city, has it been mentioned that there's a crypt underneath the city, or underneath a shrine?
I mean,
No, that is not mentioned in like anything very like normal.
this would be very obscure knowledge. They would want it to be very obscure knowledge because then people would be demanding that they dig it up and burn the bodies.
I'm gonna say the 8th century is when the emperor officially cut it off. Because there's no official date, but that's what I'm gonna say it is.
That's still 2 centuries worth of fighting there.
Well, no,
I mean-
they started burning the bodies in the 6th century, but they've
Yeah.
been fighting
For a long time.
for probably thousands of years. I mean, conservatively, hundreds of years, but probably thousands.
That's probably more likely. The entire history of Rokugan is not very long, which is crazy. But yeah, it probably a long time.
Hey, you might want to tell your Ronin, whoever's keeping watch at night, to go in, to be in pairs, hold hands if they have to.
We actually go as a group. Um,
So wait, why was this guy alone then?
well, we weren't in groups then. Now we are.
And has there been a similar incident?
Not yet.
And wait, why? What kind of Ronin was your dude? Was he like
He was a bushi.
like a normal samurai, right?
Yeah,
Huh.
he's a warrior.
Why target him though? Out of
I think it was
The-
just
the rest-
whoever was. I think
can
it
I?
was just
I
whoever
think it was more. I think it was more so to send a message.
To you?
I think so.
How much foot traffic has this place had?
I mean, like the area around the hole, not too much recently. But I mean, it's a pretty normal area otherwise. So I mean, people would come and go nearby.
Well, hell. I mean,
I wonder if
my-
there's a. I wonder if there's some sort of blueprint. If there are blueprints to the city, or at least the Unicorn District. I wonder if this. Wonder if there's an exit to this.
Well, we could ask the new Daimyo or Shinjo. We'll just have
Laugh.
Asako wink at him.
wife, do you know anything about
she's
this?
here?
Your wife is not here. Your wife is not here specifically.
Why?
She did not get the invite.
Does she scare you?
Huh? Yes, of course she fucking scares me.
I know, me too.
She should scare any normal person. But also she's not working on that. She has line business to attend to, so I didn't think to,
Should probably help her out with that. Not my forte, but I should probably be there to help.
I mean, I've heard Matsukiyo's doing really well. He's really stepped up.
That's the one in the wheelchair.
It is.
Yeah.
That's rude, but okay.
Figuratively.
Yeah. That was Keith talking.
Yeah. But I think that's something we should look for. Because, I mean, if... to stop us from just filling in this hole.
Honestly, nothing, but let's just say there's not another hole already dug up somewhere.
That's what I'm wondering, if there's... If we can find maybe a blueprint to the side of the city, we might be able to find other places where she could leave from. Other places, other entrances and exits to the crypt.
Where are
Let
the other shrines
me-
at?
How about this? I will return and see if I can gain access to the oldest part of the archives and search for that. That would probably be the best use of my time right now.
That sounds good.
I think I'll spend my time looking, surveying the area to see if there's a possibility that there could be more of these.
I would see if there's a passing Ronin that would escort me, since I think
Sure.
it was just us here.
Yeah, there'd be one that would do so.
Thank you.
I will escort myself.
All right.
Oh, well, I expected you to stay with Yue.
Oh,
You and Morimoto.
No, she has her entourage. She fine. She good.
I think
Right?
it was just the 4 of us.
Oh.
That's why I was like, I cannot be of much more help here. Let me go find some blueprints of this part of the city. And why I grabbed a passing road and be like, you need to walk me to my car.
Hold my hand and get my key. Start the car. Open the doorway, don't you?
All right. So who's going where?
I'm going to go ask Rotan to get me access to the oldest part of the archives, specifically the area detailing the 6th century and the building plans and anything related to that.
Sure.
I mean, I guess since you is a target, and we have to stay near her, or she can follow me. Actually, I'm gonna make her follow me. Hey, Yue, we're gonna go searching for more possible locations for the tavern.
Okay. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I think also while we're at it, we should probably find the kunai too, if we can. Maybe so.
Yeah. I mean, we're wearing our armor, and we kind of stand out a lot. I think he'll find us pretty soon.
All right. Morimoto, where are you going?
Away, apparently.
So it would seem. All right. I'll come back for when she has something. So, for right now,
Why?
Yijin, you go and you're gonna ask Rotan to give you access to that type of stuff.
Yes.
Okay. He will allow you entry. He'll probably ask, may I ask why you need access to such old,
I
potentially useful information?
When we went to the place that you all are planning to enter, I realized the architecture was markedly... Well, I realized it was not a natural cave. It's a crypt from the 6th century. Or from before the 6th century. That's about when the Emperor... when the Emperor, whatever his name was, started to order bodies being burned. Jesus.
Earth.
I need to know what that crypt is, what its layout is. I can't... She seems to be like...
Mhm.
She takes a moment because as she says, I can't, and then she pauses. I am not a martial samurai. My skills do not lay in that arena, nor do they need to. However, I can do this to help her.
You have access to the library, but inform me of anything that you learn. If that is indeed a crypt, I need to be very aware of it. Be
Of
very
course.
up to date on anything going on.
Of course.
Do you know if there's others?
That's what I'm going to find out. I would ask
Okay.
for an escort for the time being until... Given I'm sure this blood speaker is watching us all at this point, I need an escort at all times.
He'll motion to one of his two Ronin who are currently kind of guarding him in this place, and they will break off and guard you for the moment.
I'll let you know what I find. Thank you.
About his head, but that information looks like it's troubled him a bit as he's calculating a bit.
Mm-hmm. So I will go searching for
Sure,
as long
get
as it
access to the
takes.
library. It's gonna take a while, maybe. Yijin, roll me a...
Culture? No.
You may have a ring dice.
You're
kidding,
not
I'm not there.
there.
I know.
Um,
You have my ring dice
Honestly-
in spirit.
a scholar. It's going to be a culture water.
Okay,
The
okay,
servant.
okay.
Unless you wish to void and use the force and pull the correct book while closing your eyes.
It would have been the same.
Yeah.
So I'll keep one thing and both successes.
Okay.
One.
This may be a longer activity.
That's
Do you have any void points you want to use for that?
for what? To do what with?
I don't know. Pull the book by force? I don't know.
No, it's fine. I have one void point and I need to save it for an actual emergency. My strife is getting very high,
Okay.
but let's see. I don't know if I can do anything cool with this void opportunity.
Onashi and Tatsumiya. And while she's looking for that, you're gonna spend some time looking around
Yeah.
for holes and your boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that matters, but I have a fucking beer out to stab in the ground randomly. I don't know what I'm looking for.
Sure.
Not unless Tatsumiya can feel if there's a undead presence around.
I mean, it's possible. Anything is
Oh.
possible when you believe, you know?
Believe it.
Do me a favor. We'll say survival. Earth is probably going to be what it is.
Or for me?
I will go ahead and give you a ring
Bottom left.
die.
Yeah, I get a ring die.
Yeah, you get a ring die.
I have 2 survival for this because I don't know. Oh,
Oh hell yeah!
Not bad.
one more.
Pretty
Oh
good.
hell yeah!
I'm gonna keep the one 2 of those successes with one of the strive. And then I can keep the exploding. And explode. And explode. And explode. And there you go.
All right, you build up this
1,
strife as you're
2,
doing
3,
it.
4, 5, 6 of them. Six
So, yeah,
successes.
As you're
How
kind
many
of
is
looking
that?
around,
1, 2, 3.
you're just looking around
4.
the Unicorn District for more. So I know where your search is kind of localized.
Yeah. For now,
Okay.
while we're here, also looking for a boy.
Sure. You will find a bit of both. As you will find as you're
I
looking
hope we
around.
find all of him, not a bit of him.
Yeah, a bit of both. You find a bit of a hole, and you find about half of him. No.
Oh god.
No. So as you
The graboid.
are looking around, you will eventually hear shouting coming from a building. And as you kind of head that way, you will see kind of sticking out of the wall of the front of the building is a lot of shards of jade. And there are currently, the door is busted open, and there are a lot of guards in there shouting at someone. And they look like they have their weapons kind of half drawn. Well, no, they probably got the weapons drawn at this point. Most of them are Ashgar, who look a little nervous. And what probably gives it away for you, Obunashi, is you just hear the voice. I swear I wasn't trying to kill him, but he started it.
Oh my god.
I run.
God, we run. We run.
So you guys run in. You'll find in this building, there are about 6 Ashgar here. There is in the center of this what looks like just a house, without the windows are currently kind of covered, but there's just a hole in the center of the house, and in the living space. You see your kunai boy up against near one of the doors, kind of casually standing there. His weapons are drawn. There is a rather dark and twisted looking figure that has been pressed into the wall that you saw the shards of jade kind of sticking out, where he has been just pinned and just eviscerated by these shards of jade. And there are these Ashgar who are all like pointing their weapons at him and just telling him to, to drop his weapons. To which he is saying, I feel like that would be very bad for my health.
What's his name again? Fuck.
Kunai.
Gunai. Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, walk through the door.
Yep.
Sure, you two walk through, and then they equally turn to you, all looking a little panicked.
What is going on?
Oh, good. You hear Kunai say from the corner. And the Ashgar will say, this samurai just murdered a man. We came to...
It's okay. It's okay. That doesn't look like a man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And neither does he. And you see Kunai to say, I take offense to that. As they just kind of point their weapons at him. Looks like he's some sort of demon himself.
He's not. It's okay. We'll take it from here. But thank you.
Roll me a... where are you? That's me, yeah.
I would help you, but I plan on doing something different. This doesn't work.
I'm gonna borrow your sheet real quick. I need a command water.
Command water.
Oh, I have command. I give you 2 skill dice.
You can give me
Yep.
one, but I
You give her one.
appreciate you.
I'll give you 1 skill dice.
Thank you for the one skill. Let's say I'll take a skill. So why not?
Ooh.
Okay, bitchin',
yeah.
bitchin'. I'll take those 3 strife and I'll explode that boy.
Explode again. Ooh.
4 successes and an opportunity. I'll take it.
You guys reduce your strife. I don't know what strife at now.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and reduce it.
Mine is pretty high right now.
Well, I was gonna say it's a new scene, so you can probably.
Oh, is it?
Reduced to half, yeah.
Oh, bitchin'.
Oh no, wait! You did just take all of that strife from the survival check.
That's true. The survival check gave you the strife.
Oh, reverse of bitchin'. Fuck.
So yeah, you both tense up a little bit as like this is going on. But as you do this, they relax a bit, and some of them look a little relieved when you say, we'll handle it. And very cautiously, they will begin to file out and to say, be careful, he looks fairly tricky. Are you sure you don't want back up here?
He just turned someone into a jaded pincushion. What can you do?
That's mean. You're an ass.
Yeah,
Ashgar.
I know.
It's okay. Well, I know him. It's okay.
Yeah,
was-
he looks
was
at
here
you a
before.
little. He looks at you a little like miffed, Wanashi, and then will nod his head to you, Tatsumiya, and will leave, and they will kind of follow suit.
Trying to play the good cop, bad cop here, okay?
Yeah. I love the idea that like command like we and like the one skill guy is just Wanashi like towering behind her. Like
Yeah.
got it. Like
We got
We've
this.
got
We
it.
know
We've
him.
got it. You're useless. Go.
Yeah.
And you see, Kunai will once they leave, sheathe his weapons. It's good to see you're both well.
I see you got him just fine.
I got in moderately well, but I couldn't find either of you, so I got to work by myself.
How long have
And-
you been in the city?
Oh, about half a day.
Oh shit, it's been that long? Fuck. Those have been like 3 hours.
Oh no, yeah, no, you guys dropped him off, and then you guys went back south. It's been a whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Fair enough.
But he will say, I really didn't expect to have this much luck early. Do you know what this hole is? And why there's just one in a house?
Is it a big giant hole that goes into
Yeah.
the ground? Should we tell him?
yeah. I think, I mean, I'm about to lord dump anyway. We might as well.
Oh, please, those are
Okay.
my favorite.
And vomit.
Yeah, I would say, well, Yue will give the long and the short of what she's doing and what we just did
Got it.
with Doji. But we should probably let Rotan know that you're here. That way we can kind of do what we need to do without too much interference.
Is that wise? I don't know that I entirely trust the man.
Well, one thing is for certain. He is also after this blood speaker, so for now, we can work with them.
So he says. And he kind of like not like he kind of like retreats into himself like a turtle a bit, like hunches over. Just kind of in like a, I don't know, just a really weird position. But are we quite sure? He couldn't really say anything opposite of that.
No, I believe him.
I do
Hey.
too.
Okay. He returns to his normal position.
But I
I
can
don't-
on the way we'll show you the other place by the M&O shrine.
That would be good. I would be very intrigued to see it. If these are indeed crypts of a very long ago period where war in this area was more frequent, I would be very shocked if the lion and the dragon did not have similar customs.
It's also something I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I believe Yijin is going now to find blueprints or find, something that might show where more entrances and exits are.
By the way, where is this house located on the map?
The house that you would have found him would have been more probably over here.
Okay. Yeah, we'll mark that house.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll follow you
I
out.
do. Yeah, and I do tell Ashgaru that are walking around, or if I find a Ronin, just that house is off limits.
Let Rotan know.
Yeah,
I
don't
guess.
let anyone go in there.
Yeah, he laid with me, got upset.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you do. And you go. Are you headed back to the Central Island again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Wanashi would.
I was gonna say,
Honestly-
Wanashi, if you wanna stay, I will.
Yeah.
It's I at least feel a little safe with.
Yeah, with the guy who's literally built to deal with things after you, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep surveying the area, just
Sounds
stabbing into the ground.
Keep looking.
Yeah.
Then it's just the Kunai and Tatsumiya headed back then? Is that
I'll
correct?
also be on high alert. Highest of alert.
Can make everyone just a bit smaller.
420 this bitch on my alertness
Because
skill.
everyone is getting.
I love being so big though. It makes me feel special.
I know.
I don't have control of my token.
I know. This is for my benefit.
As a just
I
an,
do. What a loser.
as a quick question, Konomi is locked up on the island right now, right?
Correct.
Okay.
There you go, Manashi. But yeah, you guys begin headed back to the Central Island. And as you are headed back, Kunai will just ask, so how have things been here other than these fun hunts?
It's been. I mean, this has kind of been what I've been doing since everyone left. It's really hard to say otherwise, but it's been tense.
Is everyone else okay?
Yes, Doji and Asako are okay.
Good.
There was something big that happened. Ayuchi isn't the Daimyo anymore.
Really? It kind of gives you an interesting look. Who took their place?
I believe her name is Ide Sagan.
Not a name I'm familiar with. Did the unicorn make this appointment, or did Rotan?
It was Rotan.
I see.
That's something that's kind of gone on. I guess most of the Lion are basically. So Rotan's probably going to have you take an oath, just that, you don't aid the people outside the walls in overthrowing the city.
Okay, that's fine. I don't mind. I didn't really anticipate participating in any sort of siege anyway.
Yeah, I think most of the Lion are sort of shut in. So there's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of activity over there. I think Doji has been trying to help Matsukiyo with running some things. And the Dragon Clan has been really, or the Dragon section of the city has been really, it's been sort of bad off. There's been we've routed out a lot of Maho users there.
Really? They're focused
Really.
in the dragon territory.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should pay a visit.
I'll come with you. I can kind of show you some places where we found them, and who knows, maybe we'll find more crypts.
I would appreciate that. Are you in charge of this?
Yeah. It's been kind of hard getting people to volunteer because this is really important, and I have about 9 people that are kind of helping me with this. I think before everyone left, I was kind of helping with the shrines. And then once everyone left, I was the only person left.
He just kind of takes that in. Very good of you to take up the mantle and lead others in that way. Not my specialty, so I commend you for it.
To be fair, I didn't think it was mine either. I don't know why people are following me, but as long as it can help.
I think you've got a good personality for it.
I appreciate that.
And you will land on the other island. You just take him up to Zero 10.
Yeah, just let him know that Kunai got in the
I'm
village.
here.
Yeah, he's here and he's with this situation.
Sure. I think he does pepper questions with Rotan a bit. Just like, you've been informed that there's crypts in the unicorn territory at least, right? I have been, yes. I understand people are looking into it, and we will definitely keep monitoring that. It might be a more urgent issue. You should maybe start preparing to actually go down there and deal with it. I would recommend that at least. And he will just say, I have a number of things that have to be managed all at once. Believe me, it is important and something I am taking serious. I do hope so. And it was very much a kind of a little bit of a back and forth between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So it's going to be a few days of you guys kind of, I think, clearing shrines and researching, if that is all right with you all. Unless you want to do anything else during that interim that will take like precedence over those things.
Is Bear back?
I don't know. Bear, you back?
JK.
He's not.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm good with that's what I'm doing. I think if Wananashi can help kind of look for places in the Unicorn District,
Sure.
Kunai and I and the dragon, and then I'll probably set some of my, well, probably most of my Ronin and Shugenja over to the Lion District.
Sounds
Actually,
good.
I'll give Wananashi like a few of them. I'll probably, you know what? I'll probably like distribute them
Mhm.
like among the three. I pick one of the Ronin. You're the leader of this one.
Yeah. I mean, there's gonna be a few that have like distinguished themselves. I would say that you could kind of pick
Yeah.
through.
I was gonna say probably.
You're living my
honestly, probably
dream right now.
I was gonna say I probably pick
Yeah.
like one of the Shugenja, and say like you kind of have you have control over this one, and we distribute them equally.
Sure. And as you're kind of going through looking for these different, cleansing shrines and looking around for these things, something that will help is when Doshijin does eventually start finding some schematics of certain things or certain layouts. You probably find the dragons first, Doshijin. Like, you find references to, a place for the honored dead who have fallen in some old texts, and you're like, okay, now where was that? And just start pinpointing that. And sure enough, Katsumiya, you and the kunai are going to find another one of those here. This time more focused on the northern part of the city, near this big shrine right here.
Okay. Which shrine is this to?
This one is probably the same, honestly.
MO. Okay.
MO.
Death and Judge of the Dead. Interesting. Yeah, as soon as I find it, I will tell Rotan and I'll get copies over to UA, and as I find things, I'm just giving it out because at this point I don't, I gotta find it faster than I gotta be. For
Sure.
once, I have to get it out there faster than I need to be tactful, and it's a weird feeling for me.
Yeah, it's a rush. But yeah, you guys will find one there first. Wanashi.
Yes. Do I get attacked?
You do actually a few times over the course of the next few days. But with you and your various Shugenja and Bushi that are around, and probably honestly Morimoto who's around, it's not going to be a fight worth playing out. You are going to be able to handle it. It is various Maho users who seem to be kind of concentrated in this area.
Shit. Forget. Were you capturing them, UA, or no?
We had just been murdering them because they're really
Because they're bad
Fair.
people.
But if you would like to capture and interrogate, like, no one's here, no one's gonna say anything about, it's not honorable for a samurai to interrogate anyone. I'm certainly gonna turn a blind eye.
Like it's dishonorable for a lion to do it, and all your own and friends are like, luckily for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen.
Okay, just turn them over to the Ronin when you get them.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, you can do that.
I have a question. Is
May.
Yi Jin attacked at all ever?
Not on the island.
Okay. But I mean, she still has to go to the Lion District.
You do. And if you just go to the Lion District, you're still fine.
Okay. Because as soon as she finds the ones from the Lion District, she makes 2 copies, one for Tatsumiya, and then she takes the other one immediately to Kyo, because you need to know about this. This is a weakness.
Mhm.
So she would also give him the lowdown on what they discovered.
Yep. I would say something for you as well then, Dojijin. You were not attacked at all over the course of the next few days, and neither is Kyo. Like, everything seems to be going fine.
Mm-hmm.
You will get a letter from Lady Biyushi telling you to start having more guards because it's getting hard to keep them off of you.
Ooh. Wait. Really? God damn it, my fucking bitch.
I will show the letter to Rotan. I need a permanent guard.
You'll find that she's kind of wearing on him a little bit too. It's like she's been rather useful in keeping the district in check, but my god, by the comic. But yeah, you guys are able to kind of continue on over the next few days, kind of doing this.
I would like to check on Ayuchi too,
Okay.
just to see how she's doing.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. When you go to see her, she's okay. She does not like being a captive here. It makes her nervous. Like, Rotan's not done anything to her, but like, she was a little nervous he was going to when he found her.
Yeah. Yeah, I just listen to her, and if I do kind of say, you know, if you need anything, if you can get a message to me, I'll see what I can do.
I've not heard anything from the other Unicorn clan. Is everything okay there?
Have I heard anything from the Unicorn Clan?
Nothing too much. One thing that might become apparent to you is you don't know if she knows about her father or not.
Got it. Then I will not say anything.
Okay. Fair
I
enough.
was not there. I will let her know that, you know, they're distributing rice. You know, they're unless she asks, because I won't mention her father. I will mention Ide, and I will mention Shinjo probably.
That they are kind of in charge.
Yeah, that they're the ones kind of heading it off. They're the ones, you know, distributing the rice and everything.
Okay. I'm trying to think if that's a natural follow-up for her. I think it is. I think she would then ask, like, how's my father taking that? He wasn't a big fan of Ide. Or really Shinjo.
I think at that it just kind of, I think it just Ayuchi. When Rotan found out that you were delivering a letter, your father tried to lie and tell him that he had no knowledge of what was going on.
I don't know if she responds to that. She just kind of looks worried. So he stripped him of his daimyo-ship then? Hold on.
think I think there's just a look on Yue's face. Like she doesn't like. She's like, please don't make me say this.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I think if you I think you're fairly easy to read in that sense. She just kind of puts a hand to her mouth and just you see tears. I got him killed. I got him killed. She just starts like crying.
It's not your fault.
No.
I think she will, depending on how she takes that first one, I think that's just something that Yue kind of repeats over, is like, it's not your fault.
Sure. I think, yeah. She's pretty inconsolable in that moment, I would say.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll stay with her as long as she wants me to.
Sure. Yeah, she needs company for a minute.
Yeah, then she'll stay. She'll be as comforting as she can.
Sure.
I know Ayushi doesn't. Ayushi's not like super good at like the mask and like the not,
No.
being super, socially appropriate.
No, she's not.
But I mean, like, if it's only us in here, like, does she have guards or anything around?
She has 2 guards outside the doors. Keeping an eye on her.
Like, I'd take her hand, and if she needs anything, if she hugs me, like, I'm not gonna push her away.
Sure, she probably does. She's having a hard time.
Oh, that's what happened. He fell asleep.
I figured. And with that, he's going down and taking a nap. I thought that's what
God
happened.
damn it, Bear. Was
Amazing.
he snoring?
Yeah.
Yes.
That he snored. And I
Going
have
on,
it
what's it
on
doing?
recording.
Excellent.
Timestamp that bitch.
9:30. 2 hours in.
Yeah.
Excellent. But
Yeah,
yeah,
as long as I feel like no one is watching, like, I'll be a comfort to her.
sure. No one stops you. The nice thing about having a lot of Ronin around is they don't
give a shit.
They don't. They got bigger problems. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. But that goes on for some time. Overall, the days go on.
Yeah, and after that, I think she stops by and checks up on her more often.
Sure.
After work is done.
And it's interesting because it is just work. It's like you have a job now. You have a job. You have people under you. It's very weird, how all of this is kind of playing out.
Mm-hmm.
Each of you have your fairly important jobs in the city for being, very low-ranking, very, entry-level samurai.
Wait, do I have a job? An important job?
Yeah, pretty much. You're wandering around the Unicorn District with a couple of other Ronin, dealing with Maho users and, trying to find more entrances.
Do I find any more?
You do not find any more.
I blame the Ronin for not working hard enough.
Okay. Fair.
No, I'm good. No,
If you were lying, we would have found at least 3 more.
I gotta do everything
so,
around here.
Quick question. Does Yue tell anybody about Konomi and her trouble?
How do you mean? How do you mean?
Like, oh, I had to tell her that her father was executed or whatever. I feel real bad about it.
Probably not.
Okay.
No, I think one thing you'll know about one thing you'd notice about Yue is like she's very tight-lipped about other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like something like she doesn't. You get the feeling she's not going to spill your secrets.
Right. I was just curious because Yijin she's a gift giver, so
Mhm.
she would have figured something out. But if you're not going to tell her, it's totally fine. I was just asking.
Yeah, probably she would probably keep it to herself.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Yeah. I think Yijin is like half of her day is in the library, half of her day is helping Kyo, and she would have showed him the letter from Lady Bayushi too, just so that he knows. Yes, there's probably some kissing of Kyo happening. I am a young woman.
Who do
I-
you send this to?
Who has needs?
No, she typed something like that's out of character.
Okay.
Anyway,
Look,
and
that's a very
probably
forward
most
letter.
of her night, like trying to resolve issues, because I have a feeling Rotian starts throwing things her way, and she's just like, I'm not getting enough sleep. This is awful.
Pretty much. You got there's not nearly enough people like running the managing of this whole city. He doesn't have a ton of resources to do it. But as the days drag on, Rotan will say he's getting pretty close to being able to go and look into the unicorn crypts. It's just been a matter of getting everyone equipped and trained enough to go and deal with that sort of thing, as it's not a normal enemy for them to fight. And if it is a blood speaker, he has to go himself, and so he has to have a day where he can leave and do that.
What happens if you don't come back?
I'll say, let me know when you do.
If I don't come back, then I suppose that's the end of it. If she kills me, I would say open the gates. Because the city isn't going to hold together if that happens.
And the governor?
I will trust that those of you here, and hopefully those outside now know that at the very least it deserves to be looked into. But the blood speaker is a big enough issue, and if these crypts are what they sound like they are, they can't be overlooked. But yeah, as the days kind of press on, eventually there will be sightings of boats, a lot of boats, from a lot of people. And they dock over here,
Oh boy.
and some of them go up on the mountainside, like not the boats, but the people. And it looks like they are preparing for a siege of the dragon territory. Also, similar time frame, there is a lot of unicorn that come from up here on horseback. Most of them having flags of the battle maidens. And the city will be in a proper siege state at that point.
Sieges
There are
are very
banners.
hard.
They are very hard. They don't look like they have the equipment to really do it yet, right? Something that, while all those things are rather bad for Rotan and for the Ronin defending the city, it does start to seriously snow now. Which is going to make life very hard for the siegers.
Hmm.
Did we get any? Do my other Shugenja / Ronin find anything in the Lion District? Is that what the pink circle? is?
No, it wasn't what the pink circle was. I don't really know what the pink
I
circle
just
was.
dropped it on what I thought was where their crypts were. I'm not gonna lie.
You did the crypts ahead of me. No. I would say likely they would eventually find one. It would be more over here though.
Okay. It just looked like a temple, and all of the other
Yeah,
places
it
you
is.
picked were temples.
Yep.
This is the only one not near a temple.
It doesn't necessarily mean that there's not one.
Okay.
It's just this is the one they found.
I mean, that's just
It could be there used to be one there. You know?
Who knows? But you guys are
How
doing this
does-
over time. It starts getting a lot colder.
Mhm.
Luckily, the lake doesn't freeze over or anything like that. But
that would be
or
bad
the
for
river, I would say.
the city being sieged if it did.
Yes, indeed. It could certainly be a strategy, right? But it is a whole river. And as time kind of presses on, let's see. Yep. Rotan would invite, for sort of a parlay, the leaders of this faction and of this faction, the Unicorn and the en masse army, to come and try to talk this through real quick. To which I will see if they will agree.
Parlay.
Let's see if there's talking to be had. He's got a pretty good social. It'll probably have to be water. I don't think I can allow Earth for that.
Wow. Does he get to
They-
re-roll any of those?
He's not.
Does he need help with something?
I don't think so. I think this is just a him, putting out
I mean,
there
to be
like
fair, reason could work. If it's any different.
it would give him like a die. It won't help.
If it's a courtesy thing, I have 3 ranks in it.
But do you want to be his ambassador in that?
No.
Then-
But
then-
if he needs help with, like, writing the letter,
Mhm. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that role basically will say that they're like, Cap, we can talk when you open these gates and we take when the city's back, which would probably be their standard response. His opportunity, what can he get?
what ring was that?
That was
Water.
his water.
He can social, add a kept dice set to you can have a ring dice set to opportunity to your next social check before the end of the scene, or you could just reduce some strife.
Probably should do some of the strife. He's been building up. Lots been going on.
Provide assistance to the next character trying to accomplish the same action.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Oh, wait a minute, let me say.
Oh, with water, you can remove 2 strife from yourself with just
Yes,
1.
yeah.
That's pretty nifty. Good to know.
Okay, this probably wouldn't. I was like, oh, first one for negotiation, but
What I would say is I think it's 1 plus. That one's not 1 plus. It's just a 1, so you can only do it once. I think.
what?
Like per check. Like it's not something that you can add on to like if you're using like a water opportunity, you could use one of your opportunity to do this, but you can't use like 1 plus to do 2 for every.
Remove 1 strife you gain from this check per opportunity spent this way.
But okay, well if it reads that way, then you're good.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah. Things will progress until he is finally ready.
I think. Probably the night after the negotiations, I would ask to see him.
Sure. He will. Yeah, he'll be willing to do so. After you can tell you'll know he had a bad day as far as that went.
Mm-hmm.
He very much made the claim like, you should just return to your homes. I will keep the city safe over the winter. You can't siege it. You don't have the equipment. And they're very much of the opinion like, we can build equipment. We're more than willing to last out. Once we have it, you're done. It's it's a battle of wills there.
Yeah.
It's like you'll lose a ton of people. It's like you don't have the people to lose. So it was very much both trying to convince the other just to give up. And you.
I mean, I will say that's very much reason. I think you should get another skill die, another ring die there. See what he gets.
Sure, you know what? Fine. He needs a lot more than what he got.
A lot more than 1.
Aw.
It would have been a ring die, but
Yeah, either or. You can go see him. And you'll find him not outside now as it's snowing and it's cold. He can't look over the terrace the same way. But you'll find him probably in his in his study, I will say. Fire actually going now. And he will just say, Tatsumiya, what can I do for you tonight?
I just want to let you know that I think we found quite a few places in the Dragon and the Lion district as well. I was wondering how close we were to kind of going in for that.
I think likely fairly close. Probably in the next day or 2. I've got to get it done early now. I feel like I'm going to be fairly busy for the remainder of the next month. By the end of which, I will have secured the city for the entirety of the winter, or I will likely be dead.
Negotiations didn't go well.
No, but I didn't really expect them to. The leader of the United Forces to the north is a lion who I know fairly well. He's no fool. He knows that if he can breach the Dragon District, that it's probably over after that. It's just a matter of doing so. And the leader of the Unicorn, this was a rather fierce woman who honestly could have been a lion herself, so neither of them really wanted to give much ground.
That's disappointing. I'm really sorry.
It's fine. It will be as the Kami wish.
I will. How are you?
A bit stressed and honestly, this crypt news has me very concerned. I fear I might have played into her hands. I am not unaware of the many rumors that perhaps she is helping me. I think perhaps those had some merit, and I think I understand why now. She does intend to raise the dead and take this city. It's a lot easier to do when the main force is outside the walls. And I find myself asking, should I just open them? Is this a fool's... Am I playing into the hands of a blood speaker? Am I killing everyone that I'm trying to save by keeping them shut? But also, on the opposite hand, I'd be betraying everyone who worked with me to get this far. To accomplish what we've accomplished, finally bringing this governor to task. And I fear that we will see no justice if I acquiesce.
It's a lot. Has a lot to deal with. She kind of like... You see her kind of thinking about it herself.
Were you in my shoes, which I know you wouldn't be because you wouldn't have taken this course of action, what would you have done? What would you do?
You are... I don't think I'd know. This is...
That actually makes me feel a bit better.
It's...
I was a bit afraid you would have the obvious good answer and then I would be in trouble.
I wouldn't... No, this is... It is a lot more nuanced.
There is another way I could handle it, though it's not very honorable. And not how I prefer to... I prefer how I prefer to leave my legacy. Though I suppose that's rather tarnished anyway, isn't it? If our main concern is that the governor will face no justice, I could take justice into my own hands and then open the gates. That deals with the governor and the blood speaker.
That is true.
But it's not my
place to do so.
It's not. Don't give me ideas, Doji, because I never would have thought of that. Don't make me, don't make me meta game here.
Embrace your inner scorpions.
Yeah. I'm just saying, your girl would never think of that.
Yeah.
Because she's a good bean.
So I have a lot of different ideas going in my head that have me rather stressed.
Yeah, no, now that I'm thinking about it, this is... I'd like to see the governor brought to justice in a legal way.
That's what I.
It's just, if we can hold out.
I am, at the moment, taking quite a gamble in leading the assault down into those crypts. I'm very aware of it, but I also know that I need to.
I think as soon as we do that, she'll know. She has words placed. Beginning, I think, as soon as one group goes in, I think all of them spill out.
Do you think they're already awake? She's just waiting. What is the goal? Why this city? I don't understand. That's the one thing I've not been able to place. She's been corrupting shrines all over the territory, but now mainly here. What is the goal with here? Is it just a lot of life? I don't know what this city has to offer.
The tree? If she can take a city with this tree in particular, I think that's a major loss for the Kami and the Fortunes.
You see, like, the idea had not occurred to him at all. He'd been so focused kind of outward in the other districts and beyond, he didn't even consider it.
Mm-hmm.
It would. It's the oldest in Rokugan. If it were corrupted, its roots go into the river itself. Kind of just lowers his head a bit. She truly did play me for a fool.
I think she takes his hand,
Hmm.
and you couldn't have known.
I know, but I could have considered. I had plenty of time. I've been so worried about how to hold the city together that I've not been giving it the proper thought.
That's the thing, you're pulled in so many different directions. It's hard to kind of realize what you're so focused on other things, you don't know what she's thinking or her plans. I don't blame you. I mean, just I'll be honest with you. Just until now, I hadn't thought of it either. Until you sort of laid it in front of me.
Perhaps that's my fault then. Perhaps I didn't bring enough people in to discuss. I have tried to handle a lot of this myself. I've tried to delegate where I can, but if all it took
hard-
was to see.
It's hard when people don't want to help.
Yes, there is that. I don't blame the lion that much. It's how they were raised. That's all they know.
You still had an uphill battle from the start. You wanted to do what was right, and no one would listen to you. Not just the lion, but the others as well. And I wish things had been different.
I do as well. But they are what they are. And I have to decide what to do now.
I can tell you what to do, but I don't think you're gonna like it.
At the very least, of the Archer Council.
I don't think we can defend this city if she does decide to raise the dead and corrupt the tree. I don't think that's something we're going to be able to do. I think we'll have to open the gates. What you want to do with the governor, I think that's something that you'll have to figure out that you want to do. If you'll be able to sit with it.
He nods. I will have to think on that. As for opening the gates, I took this city to keep all these districts and the people abroad safe. If I get them all killed by a servant, the greatest evil, then I've done them no favors. I will speak with the Akodo Shin, tomorrow morning.
Okay.
You see, like, when it comes to that realization, there's almost a sense of relief that hits him. Like, a great pressure has just kind of lifted.
This is a weight that he has carried for a very long time. It's just it's out of his hands, off his shoulders. For what it's worth, I have greatly appreciated your help.
I'm really glad that you've listened to me. I've been happy to help.
I recognize that people who matter don't always come from the places you expect or have the proper age or status or any of that. Walking among them, Ronan has taught me that. And you have been a great help at keeping her at bay for this long. And I trust that when I am gone, you will continue to do so and will remove her in my stead.
I'll do whatever I can.
At the very least, help the Sawa and all the lion, the Kitsu. I imagine they'll be free to roam and probably be a great help to you, though I imagine their gloating will be insufferable, so I do apologize in
Yeah,
advance for that.
probably.
And he squeezes your hand.
It's gonna be okay.
I will choose to have faith in all of you to finish this.
And we will. I promise.
But yeah, I think he will, for the most part, leave it at that. Unless you do not.
Um. What's the vibe in the room?
What's the vibe?
What's the vibe?
It's intimate in a kind of a personal way. Like these are his very innermost feelings, and he's definitely appreciated having you here. Katsumiya can interpret that however she wants.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a man that knows, one way or the other, he is going to be dead very soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, he knows either that the blood speaker is going to do it, or he's going to have to do it, or he will be executed.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah, fuck it, she kisses him.
Yeah,
If he allows it, yeah.
he does. There's a slight bit of surprise, not at I think the moment, but
Mm-hmm.
that you did. But he returns it. That is not a bad thing to go out on, I will say.
I hope not. I would hope it isn't. They make out.
Yeah. I think for a minute. Then you got the crackling of the fireplace in the background. Is it fades out for now?
Yeah.
Very good. In that case, then, the morning will come. And
Correct, but down to 6.
I think the night, like the morning
Mhm.
of, I would invite Wanashi, Yue, and I can do one other person, I think. Yeah, one other person, probably Kyo, for a tea ceremony, just to try.
keep everyone's nerves calm.
Yeah, it's a big day.
I like to think that that night, just, all her strife is gone for a little bit. And then she goes to bed and she wakes back up and it's back up to 5.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, so what
That's
do I have
fair.
to do for this? Hold on. I think it's a TN2. Yeah. Performance void. Un momento, I'm working on it, guys.
I think one
Please.
thing she does say, I
Mhm.
think one thing she does say to him is that when you do come back, I really hope you're a phoenix. I think you belong there.
Yeah, I think he will say that wouldn't be too bad. Honestly, I'm just hoping it's not a crab. I really don't want to guard any more wolves.
Fair, fair.
Plus, some of them just freak me out. I try to keep up a good face in front of your kunai friend, but
He's a little off-putting.
a little bit.
He get kind of used to it.
I have not. But yeah, the morning will come. And
Here, I'm gonna try and calm everybody down a little bit. We'll see if this happens. Yay!
Okay.
Let me see if I can get some more opportunities. Let's see. Tea ceremony. Where'd it go? There it is.
yeah,
3 strife. Well, let me explode this to see if I can get rid of more. So boop. No. Yeah, 4 strife for everybody.
Ooh.
Minus
back on the
4.
1.
-4.
Ooh, bet down to 2.
I'm to 1.
but yeah, the united armies of Rokugan are just let in from the north.
He opens the gates.
He does.
Oh. But then why did I infiltrate? God damn it, Lee. Just kiss him. It would have been over by now.
For the record, he decided this before she kissed him.
Mm-hmm. And the unicorn gates are open, and a lot of horses run in. And you can all... Do you all watch from the island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. There is no real fighting. I'm sure there's a Ronin or two that's like, fuck it, and tries to do it anyway. Um,
I choose
doesn't-
violent.
They choose violence, and violence chooses them in return. And it's not long before boats come in from the north and from just the islands in general that arrive here at the palace. There are a lot of clan samurai that arrive. One that you recognize, Wanashi, is Akodo, your the leader of the lion that kind of took over here, kind of helming this this push up to the palace, where Rotan will meet them in the courtyard where he met most of you, or where you saw him originally for the first time in front of the tree. And as they come in, Rotan is surrounded for a moment. But you can see he's not really wearing his armor at this point. And he approaches Akodo-shin, and we'll just say, I choose to relinquish this city back to you. I am aware of the Blood Speaker somewhere, I believe, in the Unicorn District, though I've not confirmed it. She's dug up crypts from all 3 of the districts of the old armies that fought here. I think she means to raise the dead. I cannot win this fight, and so I choose to lose to you instead of her. I humbly request that you deal with her as soon as possible. There are a good number of samurai here who can aid you in that. And he will surrender his sword to Akodo.
A.
So
It's a sad A, but A.
And Akodo will take it. And will nod. Your surrender is accepted, Rotan. In the name of the Emperor, I do place you under custody at this time. You will be charged with treason against the Empire. And I don't think I need to tell you the sentence for such a thing. But if what you tell me is true, know that the armies of Rokugan shall deal with this threat. And you may rest easy on that. And you can see between like Akodo and Rotan, there's a coolness between them, but there is a respect. Akodo he's not a bad guy. And Rotan will be arrested and will be escorted back into the palace, actually. The Kitsu are freed. Oh, they are fucking overjoyed. They are happy to see Akodo. There is a great, shaking of hands, congratulations. That goes about through majority of the samurai here. And I think silent to near most of you will be Kunai, who will just say, if I were her, I would probably attack tonight. She's not going to have a better chance.
No, she won't.
What do you think we should do?
I'm going to go prepare. I hope Akodo's that smart to realize it. He seemed like a smart guy. But
If he was that smart, he would keep the governor under arrest as well, but I guess we'll see.
I doubt it. He's very loyal to tradition.
She doesn't say anything to that one, even though she has thoughts.
Sure. And Kunai will say, I have a feeling I will see you all tonight.
and will withdraw for the moment. Someone who does come up to most of you will be Sawako. She probably honestly goes up to Yue first and it's just like, I'm so glad you're all right. You weren't harmed?
No, not at all. I'm fine.
Good.
Are you
good.
okay?
Yes. Besides a rather uncomfortable boat ride with a number of lion bushi, I am doing quite well. Was anyone else hurt here?
There was one, but no one here.
I heard a bit
Really?
about the blood speaker potentially being in the city. Have you heard much about that?
Yue
Yes, actually, I
discovered
can
where-
show you
Oh, I was
where. I can show you places where we think that she's going to attack from.
That would be good.
I believe the Cooney thinks that they're going to attack tonight. So I think we should be ready for it in case.
She kind of nods at that, but she doesn't
think-
quite like the Kunisu so much.
I will
Uh,
say, so Doji is near Tatsumiya right now,
Mhm.
and she would say to Isawa, it should be known amongst your clan that Tatsumiya has been leading the efforts here to beat back the Blood Speaker and her minions, and actually discovered her possible hiding spot. She deserves much recognition for this.
That is very good to know. I'm glad to hear it. She says, just kind of smiling at you, Tatsumiya. Perhaps seeing you're, I don't know, you're pretty stressed out at the moment, right?
She's, yeah, I think she actually does. Yeah, she's definitely just trying to keep it, like a brief face.
Sure. Then I will perhaps confer with you a bit later. I want to make sure everyone else is all right and confer with my associates in the Kitsu.
Yes, if you could let them know, and I can show everyone to where these holes are.
She will not. But she's going to go and wander around.
Do you want... No. Yijin will ask, should we all split up and show them the crypts or stay together?
I don't think it would be. I think we can do that. I think we'll grab the people I was working with in Bonashi and split up and show everyone.
I suppose I will go to the Lion District then, since I know where that is.
That would be
Dealing with
good.
the Kitsu will be so much fun.
I'm glad you get to work with them.
We will make a crane of you yet, my dear.
It's okay. I prefer being a phoenix, but I appreciate.
You appreciate the
that
joke.
we can literally do it if you'd like. I can find someone. We can make this happen. No.
No, it
I
was just
have
the
a brother.
perfect
Yeah.
perfect delivery of I'm glad you get to deal with it.
Yeah. But you are going to go look around and things will begin to, the samurai disperse and they are fine. Matsu has things taken off of his plate. He is relieved, quite literally relieved of duty a bit and relieved of not having to deal with this anymore. To which he's both like, thank the kami, but also like, I hope they can do as good a job as me. A little bit of that.
Oh, she definitely they won't, but it's
I
fine.
know. They don't.
And that will
they don't
become
have-
apparent as the time goes on, as we're walking toward, we're
Sure.
walking towards where the Kitsu are like, where is this place?
Yeah, the kids are very much like, yes, like taking over this as far as they see it.
It is because we held out that
Yeah,
Rotan.
Rotan was forced to buckle.
I don't
Yeah.
think
We were right in the
him
end.
literally opening the gates is him buckling.
It is
Right.
the power of the
I will
common
find
forcing him to see reason.
I will find the most
Kami are at work here.
I just
Yeah.
want to say that at some point Doji says in the most cutting but polite and perfectly socially acceptable way, you're wrong.
Sure.
he
We
let
did-
us
he
he
didn't-
let them in. What were you gonna say, Leah? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I was
Like-
gonna fumble and try to do a snarkier mark, but I knew it was gonna fumble it, so we're just gonna go.
Like I don't even know what Yijin would say, but I'm assuming she's clever enough to be like, right, yeah.
Just-
No, he didn't just let
didn't
them
even-
in.
We didn't even need your help. Like,
Right. I will say to Matsu, or I think they would both just be calling each other their given names at this point.
Call Kyo. He doesn't mind.
And she would have told him he can call her Yijin. I know my mind has not changed about our conversation previously. I just want that to be clear. Trying not to blush as she says it.
Sure.
Perhaps once this winter court is over, we can spend more time together. Yes?
I would enjoy that very much. Preferably not poring over stacks of paper, which it seems like we won't have to do anymore.
Well, until they realize that you're quite
Until
good
they
at
realize
it.
they can't do the job, and then we have to do the job again. Yes.
Of course. But yeah, she just chit chats with him, and then she will say, "I'm not much of a. Well, I plan to be at least guarding the entry of one of these crypts, so that nothing comes up that isn't alive."
Mm-hmm. Going to stand sentry over them?
I plan to. I would be a detriment to any group that goes down. I'm not close quarters combat. I have a sword, and it's very much ceremonial.
I will accompany you then.
She nods. But yeah, and then we finally come to the Kitsu, and she puts on that fake smile.
Yeah. I hate these Kitsu.
I hope Lady
Yeah.
Bayushi is around here somewhere, so that
yeah.
they can like make faces at each other.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Bayushi's actually not, though. Bayushi would be running around doing other things. So some events that you'll hear that go on throughout the day, then, because this kind of matters a bit, is the governor is freed. And his first thing he wants to do is he tries to go and execute Rotan, to which he has actually been reprimanded to unicorn custody of all people, specifically to the battle maidens for his crime of killing the daimyo. They get to claim that, which he doesn't.
Wait.
Mhm.
The governor was remanded to the unicorns?
No, Rotan was actually.
Okay. I was like,
Like,
what?
They couldn't pick. They needed to pick a clan that technically had him. The governor said it should just be him. It's his city. But they killed the unicorn daimyo, and because he killed the unicorn daimyo, he's actually in unicorn. And the battle maidens who have come in and kind of taken over the whole unicorn district for the moment are deciding to currently wait and kind of send missives to more central command back in the unicorn territory and to like the emperor's court right now and see what they want to do. But no,
That-
unfortunately, the governor is technically back in charge again.
Is anybody actually listening to him though?
Yeah, probably. Honestly,
Most likely the Lions.
yeah. I mean, like those who stick with tradition, like he was the governor. He is technically the governor until the emperor says otherwise. the good news is Aochi is free. Aochi is freed and becomes Daimyo of the Unicorn Territory.
Oh no.
Okay. I had to think that through for a minute.
Yeah.
Upgrade. Do-do-do.
Upgrade what?
She got an upgrade.
She's Daimyo Ayuchi Kanomi.
She is Daimyo Aochi Konomi.
Aishimute.
Boy.
To which causes, hold on, I gotta think this through. To which causes a strife between the Battle Maidens and Ayuchi, who Ayuchi wants him remanded to her custody, and they do not agree. And there's a bit of a tit for tat there.
A little bit of a pissing contest that I'm guessing Ayuchi still
a little bit.
loses.
She does because they have 600 horsemen to back them up.
I'm sorry. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mess right now. At any point, do you go to find Bayushi?
Me?
Yeah, just curious. Because you don't find, like, just see her wandering about, but...
I mean, I would like to know what she's up to.
Sure.
We already know what she's up to. She's kissing her husband that she hasn't seen so long.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, actually, to that point, Wanashi, do you go home and visit and
Yeah.
talk to her more?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's been a rough
Rough little bit.
couple. Yeah.
She will respond. I'll say coming back near the end of today, right?
Yeah.
You come back, and she's actually planning to head to the island tonight, like the main island. But before you do, she does that, and she's kind of packing to do that. She will say, "Well, how was your patrols in the Unicorn Territory? I assume you did them today, despite the events."
Attacked several times, but it was all taken care of. It's weird. I feel like I was targeted for some reason. The other two weren't targeted at all.
That's not true.
Huh?
Oh, I've been dealing with them.
Oh,
Oh,
well, I get it.
Specifically,
it.
Yogo has. You remember Yogo, of course.
Yeah. How's she doing? I haven't seen her since we sent her in.
Very good. I did request that she guard all three of you. I suppose she didn't get the memo.
Inside check.
Sure.
Sentiment error, I know.
Go for it.
Oh shit.
Hold on.
Never gonna win, but okay.
Pretty
Not
good.
unless she gets like all opportunities.
Having to rotate.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
almost.
Almost.
Almost. But no
She's hard to
cigar.
read as always. Perhaps she sent Yogo and Yogo just didn't want to help you because you left her here, or perhaps she never sent Yogo in the first place. You don't know.
And she knows I wanted to fight.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. She
You're
knows me
just like,
so
"That's
well.
okay, babe. You knew that I was strong enough to take all. She's like, yeah.
I thought you might be.
What kind of husband would I be if I couldn't?
Exactly. But they have everything covered over there.
Yeah.
Do you know Do you know if they plan to move Rotan out of the city? Or keep him
Do-
here?
Was I there for that?
You were more in the Unicorn Territory, so you might have seen some stuff. Roll me... I'm gonna say government, just for fun. See if you picked up on anything.
Government for
Government air,
what?
actually. I'm gonna say government air.
No. Yes.
Maybe. Okay.
No.
I mean, it's
Alright.
2.
Yes, too. You will know that for the moment they're planning on keeping him in the city.
Explode
Okay.
it. Explode
did.
it.
He
I
did.
did.
Oh, right. Okay.
You gotta scroll down, love.
I.
Um,
Wow.
but yeah, she will say, okay, that's good at least. What of business that was.
Yeah, there's I think you're about to get busier.
I think so. That's why I'm
Are
trying
you-
to make my way to the island. I have a feeling in the next few days something's going to happen.
Yeah. So I guess you probably already know this, but there's rips underneath temples, right?
Yes, I'm aware.
Good that you're going to the island. Get away from that.
I take it you plan to bravely venture down into such things when the time comes?
I would say bravely, but I'm gonna use your words on this one. Stupidly go down and deal with it.
I never verbalized those.
Didn't have to.
Well, if it is a crypt full of the undead, bring some sort of fire.
Maybe I am the fire.
Bring literal fire.
Oh well,
She's like,
that was
"God fucking
my
damn
original
it,
plan was
Manashi."
God damn it, Nash, stop making me blush, you
Just
fucker.
be fucking normal.
Yeah.
Why can't you just be normal? Ah!
Yeah.
God.
But yes.
No, but yeah, that's the plan. Is come to go down with help with the torches and kindle.
One last thing. That girl Ayuchi did not get a hold of Rotan, right? That was the one thing I was concerned about.
That I don't know.
Well, we'll hope not.
Yeah, we'll hope. I heard you were taking care, or at least dealing with the lions that decided not to do any. That decided.
They decided what?
Ista. I heard you were taking care or dealing with the lions that, you know, are having a fun time.
She smiles at that a bit. Yes,
Yeah.
I managed the district while the others nobly chose to sit on their hands. Absolutely. Not the easiest of tasks, but it was handled. Yeah. Dirty Ginger screaming. But there were a few others that did offer some assistance. Your friend Ijin did some good for me, helping out dealing with Matsu. Have you ever dealt with that man? That's the most stubborn of lions. Yeah, I don't know. Suppose stubborn with a purpose. I will give him stubborn with a purpose.
We all are stubborn.
Yes. Well. Alright, well, I won't keep you from your business. I have some people to talk to, specifically Mr. Akodo, and potentially the dragon. The older man. I don't really know him, but perhaps I should get to.
Yeah. Well, if you need anything, just let me know. I'll do. You know where my skill sets lie, so there's only so much I can do.
Sell yourself short. Someone needs to do that.
I appreciate it.
She gives you after that kind of like sharper, nice statement, she gives you kind of a curt nod and will begin to leave. And as she does, you will notice that like there are two sets of, I guess, footfalls on the steps, like headed down the stairs where she looked like she walked down alone originally. So she's probably not alone in here. And she will.
Yomo, are you here?
There's no
Yomo?
response.
Good job today, or good job in general.
It's Yogo, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
And
Sorry.
you wonder why she didn't respond.
Sorry.
Yeah. I think as night will begin to fall, unless there's any more conversations you want to have that you don't want to forget.
I'm gonna forget anyway, but you're good.
I think at
Okay.
some point I would try to thank Lady Bayushi
Sure.
for her assistance, and, you know, I enjoy my head attached to my shoulders.
As do I, and I figured you might appreciate that. Well, it was the least I could do.
You could have done
Given-
nothing, and that is the
No,
least you
no,
could
I
have
could
done.
not. I needed your aid.
Well, I appreciate it.
You are quite welcome.
I think that's really the only thing. I think, you know, Ijin would probably spend some time with Kyo today.
You can. You actually have a calm day for the most part. For the most part, a lot of the samurai are very celebratory. Like, you know, it's a somewhat jovial atmosphere in certain places that you go. Certain ones are not. It's, you know, it's a weird mix of things.
I have a question.
Yes.
Who picks the Daimyo?
Usually the clans pick the daimyo.
Okay. I just wanted to see if there was
You're curious if
further,
the governor installed the Uchi?
yeah, further conflict of interest happening.
No, but he's probably not upset about it.
Oh, wait till Bayushi's done with him.
I think, like, once Tatsumiya has taken people around to, like, where she knows these shrines are, she knows, you know, already know where these holes are, they're warded, they go down into crypts. Once she's kind of done all that, I think she just goes back to her room and she sits and she probably unmasks and just cries very quietly.
Mhm. And Rotan will sit in I guess the cell that the battle maidens have for him. At some peace.
Finally, no paperwork.
I get the feeling this man has been preparing for this for a long time.
Yes, it came a bit sooner than expected, but he's not a fool. And tonight, well, two things will happen. One, the governor will have a speech at some point during the night and say, and thank all the samurai who participated in the recovery, in his rescue here, and who finally apprehended the traitor Rotan. And we'll say, it has come to my attention the dire nature of a potential blood speaker in our city. Though I have not had much time to deal with this issue myself, know that I will be devoting a great deal of our resources to finding and dealing with this monster. In the morning, we make for these crypts and we will burn them, as they should have been burned many centuries ago. And then finally, this district will be at peace again. And as
there's some applause for that during the night. Later that night, the water will turn black. And we'll pick up with that next time.
Hey, 4XP.
For XP.
All right, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Bye.